All right, let's ride.
Oh, you did not just started with let's ride. God. Joshua Gwynn kicking it off the right way. So let's ride, Joshua. Welcome to another live stream of the Sweat the Bet YouTube channel. We thank you guys for joining. We are the co-hosts of the Sweat the Bet podcast. Brought to you by oddsjam.com. So check out oddsjam.com if you haven't yet. So I'm one of your co-hosts, Andrew, a.k.a. the Parlay Doc, and here is Matt, a.k.a. Jedi Mode. What is up, Matt? We had a much better Best Bets weekend this weekend, finally. So
a sorely needed Best Bets weekend. That is for sure.
Sorely needed. So thank you guys for hanging in there with us. So hopefully, let's try to make some money on this What's Up Rare Deal Gaming. Thanks for joining again on this. Potentially, hopefully it won't be, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. I've already learned at this point that, hope is a dangerous thing, like they said in Shawshank Redemption. And I think that's going to be my new house. I'm not going to get my hopes up about this game, man. Here, let me tell you guys. Okay. So after that chip challenge, it was around 6:30 Central that day on Thursday before the Thursday night game. And you guys saw, I was like sweating. You could see like I was glistening and sweating, and I needed water and milk and all that stuff. And then honestly, like once it died down, I actually was okay. Like my stomach was upset, but I was all right for a while. And I know people were like joking and stuff, saying like, you're going to have like diarrhea and all this stuff. Honestly, it wasn't even about that. Like I could literally feel like this like gnawing pain and like burning sensation, like just traveling down my like intestines, like literally like it was like moving, and I could tell like where it was during the night, and it hurt. And then somewhere around like 1:30 a.m. 2 a.m. that night, it was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever gone through physically. And I'm being serious. Like I'm a physician, like this doc moniker, like I'm actually a physician, so I'm a doctor. And I will tell you, I got a little concerned around 2 a.m. My stomach actually got rigid. It actually was like flexing as if it's like you were trying to like show off abs or something. But I wasn't purposely trying to do that. It was literally just flexed. And I was just like, I was like, that's actually not good from a physical exam standpoint. So I was like, hey, what's up, Victor? So I actually debated at 2 a.m. if I should go to the ER. And then half of me was like, I got to wake up my wife and my kid and drag them with me or go on my own and let them know. And then half of me was like, I'm going to be so embarrassed telling these other physicians in healthcare, why am I here? Because I ate a stupid chip and did some social media chip challenge. So I soldiered through it. I will never do that again. I will never do one of those dumb social media spicy chip, spicy wing, whatever challenge. I actually don't recommend it for you guys. That was actually one of the worst experiences I had, like eating something. And I've done some eating challenges before. I've done like a burger eating contest, Whopper eating contest, and plowed through a bunch of stuff. But that was terrible. I wouldn't do the one chip challenge, guys. That's my only comment.
What's funny? I was at 7-Eleven over the weekend, and they had a full display of the same exact ones you did, the ghost pepper or whatever. And I thought about sending a picture to you, and I was like, you know what? That'd be just PTSD. He doesn't need this right now.
Just don't do it, guys. So, all right, guys. All right, let's get to it. So we got the Broncos and Chargers on Monday Night Football. So let's go through the main markets real fast. So we have the Chargers. The line looks like the line's been shifting. Earlier on, it was really hanging steady at like -4.5. Now it's down to -4. It looks like the Chargers money line is around -215, -210. Broncos at +180-ish, +175. And you have the total, which has been really steady there now, at least for the last 24 hours, at 45.5. So thoughts, Matt, on any of the main markets to start with?
Yeah, I got to say, it feels horrible. I got the Broncos at +5. It feels bad. Betting on the Broncos again. It's a primetime game. At least in this case, I'm just betting on them to cover. So I don't need them to win. I don't care what happens. I just thought that was such a good line, getting them at +5.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I understand.
I also got the under. Oh yeah, come on, Victor. You know what's up. Look at the background. Anyways, and I got the under 46 as well. I got that at -103, under 46 on Circa. So I did end up locking in two of the main lines, backing the Broncos and the under.
Nice. And to Victor Williams, shout out to all your comments. They do got to pay all those Eagles secondary guys when the season's over. They got to retain some of these guys and keep this going because they look pretty good. So, all right. I'm staying away. I'm just, because of what happened to me and the whole I'm putting the Broncos in the graveyard. I'm standing by my comments, but if I were to pick, and I'm to be clear, I don't have any money on the spread. I'm just too jinxed and scared now, triggered by the one chip challenge, and I hate Russ at this point. But if I were, and my intellect and mathematics were telling me where the value is, I do think the value is at Broncos +5. So I agree with Matt. If I were to play one, I would go on the +5, as much as that would be a tough pill to swallow watching this atrocious offense. But solid defense, guys. I think people keep overlooking the fact, as terrible as they are on one half of the side of the ball, I still can't believe it's their defense that has been keeping them in these close games they should win but haven't been able to. But Denver is literally the second defense DVOA ranking, the second, guys, number 2, and they are literally are they one of the top pass defense DVOAs, Matt? I think they are.
They were last time I checked. I'm not sure like if it's been updated.
Yeah, maybe number 2, at least number 2 or number 3. They're in the top 3. So like I said, I do think if I were to go spread, I would go with the +5 Broncos, as much as it would kill me. I am putting money on the under tonight. So I didn't get it quite at 46 like Matt, but I still like it at 45.5. And I'm not an unders guy. I'm an overs guy. I'm kind of like the Barstool Crew. I only like cheering for offense, but it just, with the defensive metrics that I just said of their team defensive ranking, I think they could make this a bit of a grind, for the Chargers. So where the Chargers excel, the pass game, that's where the Denver Broncos defense excels. So if they shut down that, I think it's going to be rough sledding at times, at least clunky for the Chargers. And we've seen what the Denver offense is not able to do in the red zone. So that we'll see. Watch, this is the game where the total goes to 70. But I think just from what I've seen and just knowing how at least damn good the defense is on the Broncos side, I'm going to go with the under as well. But I caught it at 45.5 -108 on FanDuel.
Yeah, you were right. The number 1 pass DVOA in all football, number 2 on defense.
Yep. So knowing you have one of the top pass defense DVOAs, you don't have Keenan Allen. That's what I mean by, I'm not saying I wouldn't be surprised if Herbert puts up decent numbers at the game, but I think it would be by volume. I think there's going to be some 3 and outs, and I think there's going to be some short drives, and that's where I can see the under. I don't think it's a slam dunk, but I could see the under happening today. So I am going to roll with the under. I'm going to put a full unit on that.
Yeah, I put a full unit on the under as well. I also put 3/4 of a unit on the Broncos team total under 20.5. So even though I'm backing them to cover the spread, I still don't think they're going to score 21 points. Like the 3 touchdowns, unless they get 3 long bombs for touchdowns, because we know they're not scoring when they get in the red zone. Also, I will say, Vic, at some point we got to talk about the Eagles. Now's not the time on the Monday night live stream, but we do need to talk about the Eagles at some point. It's going well, especially for the bye week.
Yeah. And Victor, I really like Boone. I know that Gordon's playing, right? That was the latest, like 30 minutes, like an hour ago, right? But, it was ribs and neck, right? That's not really great
it's
for
not
someone
ideal.
who's not ideal. So we already saw his touches go up last week. It seems like a preference for Boone over others. So are you going to go with his yards or attempts? I think I'm going to roll with a half a unit on his attempts. It's over 6.5 rushing attempts on DraftKings, which is kind of low.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I think I would still lean towards the yards because we talk about rushing defense, the Chargers are
not so great.
Yeah, where are they?
I think they were 20th or 18th or 20th, if I'm remembering correct.
22nd.
Okay. 22nd.
Yeah.
So
that's why I lean towards the yards personally, just because like he could just break one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What did you catch that at his over?
I haven't locked it in yet. If I had to lean towards one,
let's see here.
I'm trying to pull it up, the best line for it.
Let's see. I like it though. I like it.
Where the hell is the stat?
Rushing props. I know on DraftKings you can grab him for 26.5. It's a little juiced at -120, but
all right. It's at 26.5. At looks like the best line for it is -112 on Bet Rivers.
Not bad. Maybe I'll go there right now. Okay, Vic, I'll be riding with you. I'm gonna sprinkle a half on that, and I'm gonna do a half on attempts. I'll split mine. So
all right. We've gotten this a bunch. We're all in on the Justin Herbert promo. I believe you maxed that out.
I had the ability to put 100. Some people are saying they only have 50 on that, so I did put 100. And I swear to God, if he cannot throw one damn touchdown today, I'm gonna vomit. I'm just gonna vomit, guys. Okay, but but look, I don't. As weird as it sounds, I don't think it's a lock. But oh my God, from an EV standpoint, guys,
Yeah, you got to take advantage of that.
Minus what is it? Minus 800 to
Yeah.
boost it up to plus 100.
Yeah, you got to take advantage
It's
of
just
that.
this is one of those where it's like the math is just telling you you have to bet this. You have to bet it. So I don't care if he doesn't somehow get it and it's atrocious, so be it. But mathematically, like this is the ones you hammer. Luckily, I can bet 100. I'm going to bet a whole 100 on that one. So
you say would you say that your mind's telling you no, but your body and math is telling you yes?
Yeah, my mind is like, why are you doing this to yourself? Where what's going to happen? They're going to get like one touchdown in the first half, and it's going to be a rushing TD to like Eckler or something. And then you're going to sweat an entire half of football, hoping he can get one effing measly touchdown. But I don't care. But my mind is saying mathematically, it's such a huge positive EV play. The value is so big. I mean, it's insane. It's minus what 800 something to plus 100.
Exactly.
It's like, you just have to, from a math standpoint, and the statistics of him not getting a touchdown is so low, passing touchdown, that it's just I have to. So I just bet $100 on it. Hopefully it doesn't blow up in my face. And if it does, I actually wouldn't be surprised because this is how primetime has been going, guys. It's been such garbage, but let's hope he gets it.
I could easily see it being the game where like, oh, he gets
a rib injury. His rib cartilage thing gets where he gets a shot in the ribs and he's out in the first quarter. That's
either that or like it's just rushing touchdowns. Like that's all it is. Like they get like multiple down at the one type thing.
They get 4 TDs, 4 by rushing, and this is going to be atrocious, guys. But
yeah. All right, shall we build the SGP?
Yeah, I think so. I got one long shot TD. One.
Also, I have one more player prop that I forgot to mention. Cortland Sutton over 4.5 receptions.
Over 4? Yeah, I think so. Volume wise,
he gets the most targets.
Force fed.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. So just I forgot to mention that.
He's their pseudo not as good Cooper Kupp, basically. So
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, even when it's disadvantageous to them, he will still just lock in on Cortland Sutton and throw it.
All right, guys. I have one degenerate long shot TD, and this could blow up in my face. I'm telling you, I'm putting $25, like a quarter unit, because I don't. This is boomer bust, but I am gonna go with plus 850, $25. Greg Dulcich.
Oh, Greg Dulcich.
Dulcich. Sorry,
the tight end
who's making his debut tonight. I don't know much, guys. I'm not even gonna say I know much. I just went and saw some of his clips from college. He doesn't seem to be the fastest. He doesn't seem to have top tier burst or separation, but it seems like he can catch, and it seems like he can catch and run and get some yards after the catch. Why not? I would love the narrative that he's coming out and doing a primetime debut like tonight, and he gets me a TD at plus 850, and we can all celebrate. And it'll be awesome. So he may get no target shares. Who knows? He may run only a few routes. He may not get a ton of snaps, but I'll roll with it, and I'll roll with a debut TD on his primetime debut.
I like it. I'll put like $10 on that.
Yeah, exactly. This is like a 1/10 unit, quarter unit max. This is a shot in the dark, guys. But I know some people here love the D-Gen ones. I'm gonna roll with that one. So that's my long shot of the night.
I like it. I'll ride with you.
Some good. Any TD ones you like?
No, I really had a bad feel for it. Because like Austin Eckler has been so good, but he's not like a goal line back. He got 20 touchdowns last year. Prior to that, he had like 4 or 5. Like he's not notoriously a touchdown guy, but he's been amazing recently. And then the other person you would say, okay, if it's not Eckler, it's probably Mike Williams. But then you have like the Denver #1 pass defense.
I know.
The only place
that's the problem
where Denver isn't like a top 12 defense is versus other wide receiver is how Football Outsiders categorizes it, which is basically like 3-4 like non-top 2 weapons. So like the slot. So then I'm like, is it like a Jerry Jeudy Josh Palmer type game? You know what I mean? A DeAndre Carter. Yeah. Like I'm just like, but then you're just like, it's just more dart throws. So I don't know about you, but I didn't have a great feel on anytime touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, chalk wise, I didn't have a great feel, honestly. I mean, part of me was as crazy as it sounds because I hate Denver now, but I was thinking, will they do a make almost kind of like what happened with the Eagles, right? We'll make it up to Devontae Smith that 1 week on week 2. We'll make it up to AJ Brown last game. Are they going to make it up to KJ Hamler for not giving it to him when he was wide freaking open, right? So it's like,
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
I don't know, but he doesn't get a ton of he really doesn't get a ton of targets.
No, he doesn't.
And I've seen a lot of chatter on social media about Hamler and everyone hammering it. I mean, I get it, but if you go by just snap counts, targets, all that stuff, it's really more of a narrative play. You're just hoping that the narrative in your mind is going to play out. We got to make it up to him, right? So I didn't even like that one a ton. So I don't know, man. I that's why I just went for a long shot, not to waste a bunch of money. I mean, if had to pick one for value, I'm not even. I don't know. I might just go Palmer because everyone's going to be keying up
Palmer, and the other person is, I'm not sure. Like, who do you think would be the primary passing down back? Probably Mike Boone, right? Because the Chargers are 31st against running backs passing.
Yeah, and I think
so
Boone might be one near the goal line. One of those short, screen passes off to the side, he kind of staggers, delays, goes out to the side, gets a short pass. One of those. I mean, I don't know. Everyone keeps talking. I have no clue. I haven't kept up with the Broncos practices about Latavius Murray suddenly vulturing some TDs. At the
he hasn't played yet, but
exactly. I have no idea.
It's a tough week for anytime touchdown.
Yeah, Boone's a decent value though to get that plus 270 ish.
270, yeah.
Something like that.
I do like the boost though. To answer Vic's question, I do like the boost. It's for plus 270. I think that's good value. Even though I'm nervous about Eckler scoring, I think the 40 yards is pretty auto for those two receivers. So at that point, it's just the touchdown.
Yeah. So you're basically, in my mind, same thing. I think you're just betting on Eckler to get a TD, which is like minus 120, minus 125. So
yeah, exactly. Under receptions, or because receptions I can understand because he's not a high volume guy. So maybe he'll get like one chance. He'll get like one reception. I don't hate that.
Yeah. All right. So let's build something. And look, guys,
let's do it.
Matt built one was it yesterday night or for the Sunday night game? That hit plus 600 something, right? So
plus 651, 650.
So we finally broke our streak. We finally broke through. We nailed one. So let's nail one right now. So let's see. Let's build one here.
So I think, what I did was it was a 3-leg one, but I boosted it with the AJ Brown touchdown. So instead of doing like 5 or 6 where we do safer ones, maybe we try to do something like that where it's like, I mean, do we do like a Mike Boone anytime touchdown score? It like really boost up the odds,
Sure. Let's see.
Or we could do Mike Boone receiving. If we want to back Boone, but worried about him scoring, we could do Mike Boone receiving.
Mike Boone receiving. So he would be at what? Let's see here.
12.5. That's
not terrible. Let me see some fantasy projections real fast. Let's see.
Okay.
Receiving. Oh, Boone. 12.5, 12.8 to 15 as the mean. 15 is the mean. So they seem to like him to go over.
All right, so we can add that one.
Okay.
Let's see, what else? Unders are lame, but do we take an under Herbert passing yards?
I was about to say that. This might be one where it might be a bit rough for him, right? So
yeah. The offensive line's banged up against a good defense.
It's going to be a sweat, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he could throw for 400. That's the fear.
Okay. All right. So that's 2. So we got Boone over.
I say we should do it. We should do it anytime touchdown. I just don't know who. Do you want if you want to go crazy at Josh Kelly?
Man. Josh Kelly. Oh, I don't hate it.
If we do it, it'll definitely be a quarter unit play.
Yeah, it's a high risk play. Kelly, Everett, Broncos are good against tight ends, I feel like, so that might be tough.
They are, yeah. They're against tight ends, they're 5th.
Yeah, that's
probably not Everett.
That might be a little rough. Okay, man. What's your rationale for Kelly then?
Because the only thing that Denver is bad against is other wide receivers, and he'll probably. I mean, like I don't know if
Yeah.
he's their 2, if he's their 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like they're not bad. They're 17th, so it's not like they're bad against other receivers. But like
Yeah, just below
versus
average.
versus number 1, 4th, number 2, 11th, tight ends 5th, running backs 9th. Like
So
across the
we're
board.
gonna make someone else beat us, basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
Man,
And
I mean, just those 3
plus 1,700.
Yeah, plus 1,700 basically.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. We just need Boone to get a couple catches.
Wait, did I say Josh Kelly? I meant Josh Palmer.
Palmer, you were saying, right? Palmer.
I said Kelly.
Yeah.
I
knew
Palmer.
I knew what you were talking about. Palmer. Yeah. Okay. Let me see.
I don't hate the Russell Wilson over rushing.
Rushing?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Any value there on like projections?
Yeah, let me see. Let me see what he's got on rushing here.
Oh, it's not even FanDuel is not even giving us, so we can't even take his rushing into SGP
really?
at least.
Yeah, no, they see value on his under on some fantasy projections.
So, okay,
yeah.
All right.
No, so yeah, with Palmer, yeah, it's plus 1,273. That's not terrible for
not
three
terrible.
for 3 legs.
3 legs. He's going to be the main one. He's going to be the one that we're going to have to sweat out.
Yeah. I mean, Boone, you figure 3 passes, maybe, 3 short passes, you get the 12.5.
Yeah, like if he's their passing down back and Russ's shoulder still banged up, he'll just dump it off to the running back.
Okay. I mean, it's simple. We just basically we're going to be sweating. I feel like Herbert's under and the Palmer touchdown. Boone should be doable. So 3 legs plus 1,273. That's not terrible.
The one I hit yesterday was 3 legs.
Yeah. Why don't we let's synchronize that. Let's keep that going. So, all right. So let me see here. I'll do 31.50 to win $400.
Okay. You'll do how much?
How much? $31. $31.50 to win 401 basically.
All right. I'll lock it in. We're locked in.
All right. So thanks to you guys for joining. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the brainstorming, guys. So hopefully we get one damn Herbert passing touchdown. Hopefully we get the under in this game. Hopefully we get this SGP. Apparently a lot of us here like the Boone rushing yards. So let's get some Boone rushing yards going. Some Boone passing. Let's just get a lot of Boone stuff. Boone attempts. Boone.
One Herbert touchdown to Josh Palmer. We cash 2. We cash 2 things.
All right, guys. So thanks for joining again. Keep joining us for these, pre-primetime live streams. Mondays, Thursdays, Sundays, we do it in the mornings before the early slate. So we appreciate you guys. We'll have a new episode out previewing, the primetime games and a few select games coming up for the next week of games at the NFL. And remember, guys, the NBA starting soon. I can't believe it. In the thick of all this, NBA starting up soon. Oh my God. So,
I know, it's crazy. It starts tomorrow.
I know. It's
insane. Sixers play. I mean, the Philly sports is having a moment. I'm just worried for the other shoe to drop. between the Phillies, the Eagles, the Sixers are probably going to be really good this year.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys. Well, let's root for, some points, but not too many to at least make this entertaining. Gerald Everett. You like Everett, huh? Ooh, if he gets it, I'll be impressed. It seems like it's rough sledding for the tight ends versus the Broncos.
Yeah, that's the fear.
But good. Anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. So let's go. I hope you get that, man. Visions.
All right.
Take it easy, guys.
All right. Thanks, guys.